Your phone found a missing 103-year-old chess fan. It's raining cats in the suburbs, and neighborhood apps like Ring, Nextdoor, and Citizen are making us into better neighbors. Hi, I'm Greg. The old man had been lost in Manhattan, these two lucky cats cashed in 2 of their 18 lives, and unfortunately connected local apps are disconnecting our neighborhoods faster than Spectrum. Local communities are a staple of the internet, like dancing hamsters and kicking off conversations with the word first. Back when the World Wide Web was early in its filth and yet still clean enough to eat off of, millions of locals relied on Craigslist to find a potential roommate to have sex with before selling you a PlayStation that they'd later use to kill you. But beyond the classifieds, Craigslist also featured a robust community section and discussion forums, where neighbors could find babysitting and childcare services, hear about upcoming huge garage sales, get free dirt, attend workshops about how to make money selling defibrillators, and even share their love for the most epic bubble bath. Over and over again. Services like these can be incredibly useful, especially bathing, Ashton. But once you make it easy to link together local villagers, it doesn't take much to turn this into this. If you live in a small town, you may have heard of Topics.com, a defunct community news platform and forum from the mid-2000s that is now a dumping ground for publishers' clearinghouse quizzes about military operations and baked goods. Topics emphasized internet-based citizen journalism, where anyone could post or edit reports or offer commentary on local happenings. And as the site grew in popularity, it carved out an identity as a cesspool of character assassination that trafficked in divorce-provoking gossip. On any given plot du jour, you could find unsubstantiated rumors about a mother of 2 described as a methed out, doped out whore with AIDS, and a 13-year-old girl said to be preggo by her mommy's man. And while destroying the life of a grieving fiance over unfounded murder allegations isn't exactly what I would characterize as productive community discourse, you know what? Topics was like 10 years ago. And I'm sure by now that the good, smart people of Silicon Valley have somehow figured out how to... I can't even finish the sentence. Let's start with Nextdoor. You can draw a line so straight from Topics to Nextdoor that your homeowners association will have to invent a reason that it's not up to code. Nextdoor is a social platform designed for neighbors to connect and share information. As documented by the Best of Nextdoor Twitter account, it's where people give away pet lobsters, arrange monthly meetings about the JFK assassination, and posit detailed chlamydia questions to the gardening group. The account is endlessly entertaining, and I hope I'll get an answer. But Nextdoor itself isn't too pleased with the best of its users, and for good reason. It accurately depicts their pettiness, innuendo, and paranoia. One user warned other neighborhood moms to be on the lookout for signs of middle schoolers vaping, like carrying a backpack, making friends, or hanging out at Pizza Hut. Another user complained that an older model car was parked on a nearby street, noting that they pay a lot of money to live in this neighborhood and they're outraged they should have to look at a car with such a low Kelly Blue Book value. Now these might be small examples, but they're not simply isolated old man yelling at cloud instances of Mr. Wilson trying to warn his fellow retirees that Dennis the Menace is going to drug you. They play into a broader pattern of what The Verge describes as the Karen problem, which is exactly what it sounds like. Nextdoor's longtime reputation has been that of a site used to racially profile neighbors and report them to the police. And as the article points out, Nextdoor's volunteer moderators have had agency to strike down posts they disagree with and leave up inflammatory messages. On the platform, you're told to use your real name and are verified to be living in your actual neighborhood. But in the wake of the 2020 Black Lives Matter protests, many black users were made to feel unsafe on the platform as it opened up a window into how their neighbors truly feel about them. And to bring this conversation back to Karen, because it's always about her, the Neiman Lab describes Nextdoor as an overlooked player in misinformation, derailing public health discussions into conspiracy rabbit holes. If Nextdoor is truly trying to cultivate a kinder world, it needs some stronger garden shears. For those who enjoy spending their weekends updating the software on their doorbell, the Ring Home Security System is a genuinely useful product. According to their own marketing, the Ring Video Doorbell allows you to observe your son's friend, a delivery person, and 2 porch pirates swinging by your front door over the course of 1 minute and 29 seconds on a very busy afternoon. Now, the neighborhood problem here isn't that Ring has been called the perfect storm of security threats, with its live feeds and microphones being hacked to terrify users. For one thing, it's not like Amazon would ever release an insecure device that's able to observe you 24/7. The broader issue is Ring's social features. Videos can easily be shared to Facebook or posted to its own Neighbors app. You can watch your friends ruin a surprise birthday party in real time or see if a bear needs to borrow a cup of sugar. But it's primarily a neo-neighborhood watch, allowing anonymous neighbors to post security camera clips with comments enabled in categories like crime, lost pet, and I'm not sure, which is like if your vestibule happens to capture some UFO footage or a scene from Mordecai. A Vice investigation analyzed 2 months' worth of posts in Brooklyn and found that 75% of them pertained to petty crimes like package theft. And the comment sections quickly devolved into verbal abuse. Getting mad at someone for stealing your artwork is understandable, even admirable. But this ire isn't only fixed on small-time crooks. In suburban Ohio, one resident lamented that Ring videos are their neighborhood's primary source of rage commenting, trashing kids for taking shortcuts through someone's lawn, or attacking the mailman for how they park. Considering Ring's well-publicized partnerships with local police departments, it's no wonder that this constant state of surveillance is fostering a community of paranoia, where everybody thinks that they're going to be the next victim. Watch your back, Cliff. If your fear-mongering wants to enjoy both a chicken sandwich and a double cheeseburger, Citizen is the McGangbang of paranoia. Originally named Vigilante when it was launched and quickly banned from the App Store in 2016, it's a social network built around the idea that your neighborhood is on fire and you need to get out now. Envisioned as an open 911 system, police scanner broadcasts and user-uploaded incidents report on everything from dryer fires to a vehicle running over a person's foot. And going one step further, Citizen's paying users to live stream crime scenes in cities like Los Angeles to demonstrate the 21st century bystander effect in real time. But make no mistake, Citizen wants you to take action. In May 2021, its live show, On Air, Rescue 911 for the TikTok generation, offered a $30,000 reward for information about an arson suspect who turned out to be the wrong guy. I'm not saying that Citizen doesn't have some legitimate use cases. I'm genuinely shocked at how many people get trapped in elevators on a daily basis. But its own employees have described the company as an anxiety sweatshop. And for good reason. Under the purview of keeping your neighborhood safe, it peddles a $20 a month Protect service to monitor your surroundings and alert the cops to prevent you from becoming a push notification. It's even testing out a private, on-demand security force in case you can't afford Eric Prince. While communities can harbor legitimate fears over crime and safety, Citizen paints this picture that we should be terrified in our homes and pay for a greater sense of security. And if you really want to have a bad night's sleep in Fantasyland, at least moving to Margaritaville comes with free drinks. Recode has characterized these three apps as fear-based social media, which I think is an apt description of all social media. But these particular apps perpetuate a false sense of fear, encourage racial profiling, and promote vigilante justice. They're not making us better neighbors. They're making us question the motives of Mr. Rogers. Why are there so many kids going over to that old guy's place every day? Now, I'm not trashing the idea of online communities. They can serve a valuable purpose, like helping you find a semi-honest contractor or reminding me that I'm a weak-razored Zach Braff. But people want to know what's happening in their neighborhoods, and poorly moderated social networks aren't a suitable replacement for local news. Or perhaps more importantly, getting to know the people you live around. I don't think these products are irredeemable, but the small steps they're taking to gin up a positive image aren't exactly groundbreaking. Nextdoor has built an anti-racism notification and kindness reminder into its platform, because the VHS sticker wasn't cutting it. Ring's Neighbors has a feature to highlight neighborly moments that showcase good deeds like a neighbor shoveling someone else's driveway and taking away good-paying jobs from middle schoolers. And Citizen has something called Magic Moments, emphasizing green hearts amidst a sea of burglars, open flames, and fists. I suppose each of these actions is a nice gesture, but if you really want to help your neighborhood become a better place, you should try this gesture on your home screen.